Hey guys, in this video, we're going to learn how to prove that a limit does not exist. So I have this limit here, or this function here, absolute value of x over x. And I want to find what is the limit as x approaches 0 of this function f of x. So looking at the table over here on the right, we see we have a set of x values and y values. And we notice that at x equals 0, we have 0 over 0. And remember, this is undefined, UND for undefined. So when I graph this, it's going to look something like this. So at 0, I don't have a point, but for starting at -1, I do. And these points go to the negative side. And then for +1, again, I have a hole. This indicates that, at 0, it is not 1. And at 0 here, it is not 1 either. So a -1 either. So a hole means it's not included. So when we're looking at this limit here, we see that when I approach from the negative side, the left-hand side of the graph, I approach -1. So negative side equals -1. And then from the right side, as I approach our input x from the right-hand side, the positive side, I see that it's approaching +1. So from the positive side, the y value is 1. So because these numbers are different, 1 does not equal -1, or vice versa. -1 does not equal 1. Therefore, this limit does not exist. We know that, since the numbers are not equal, they do not exist. So how can I write this? How can I write this mathematically? So we're going to write it, using our notation that we learned from our one-sided video. So x approaching 0 from the left-hand side. So I'm going to use a negative equals -1. And the limit as x approaches 0 from the positive side equals +1. And we can set these towards each other. So I can combine these or kind of write them together in a statement where I'm saying limit of x approaching 0 from the left-hand side does not equal the limit as x approaches 0 from the right-hand side. So as you can see here, since this term is going to be used, since the left-handed limit does not equal the right-handed limit, the limit does not exist. Limit does not exist. So D and E again means does not exist. Let me write that to the side. Does not exist. So that's how you prove that a limit does not exist. Again, remember that, the numbers have to be the same. From the positive side, they have to approach the same y value as the negative side for a limit to exist.